Hello, this is Anusha M. Fourth sem CSC A section, and my topic for today is cache memory. Cache memory. Let's see what is cache memory. Cache memory is a fast, small memory, and the fundamental idea of cache memory is it is used to keep more frequently used instructions and data. It is used to reduce the average memory access time. The operation of the cache. The operation of the cache includes CPU, main memory, and cache memory. The first thing is the CPU. When it needs to access the memory, the cache is examined. If the word is found in the cache, it is read from the fast memory, nothing but the cache memory. If the word addressed by the CPU is not found in the cache, the main memory is accessed to read the word. A block of word containing one just accessed is then transferred from the main memory to the cache memory. So let's see what is hit ratio. Hit ratio is the performance of the cache memory. It is given by the formula number of hits divided by total CPU reference to the memory. Let's see what is hit and what is miss. Hit is if CPU refers to the memory and gets the word from the cache. It refers to the memory and then it gets it from the cache, then this type of thing is referred to as hit. If the word is not found in the cache, it is in the main memory and it is counted as miss. The CPU refers to the memory and it is not found in the cache, but it is found in the main memory. This is counted as a miss. Now the hit ratio is number of hits divided by total CPU references to the memory, which is the sum of hits and misses. Then we can calculate the hit ratio. Now when the hit ratio is high enough, that is more number of time the CPU access the cache instead of the main memory, the average access time is closer to the access time of the fast cache memory. That means when most of the times the CPU access the information from the cache instead of main, then the access time of the CPU will nearly be equal to the cache memory time. Now let's take one example to illustrate this. That is, let's say we have taken the cache memory access time as 100 nanoseconds and main memory access time is 1000 nanoseconds and hit ratio is 0.9. Out of 10 we have 1 miss and 9 hits. So it will be 1 miss means it will be 1 into 1000 nanoseconds, which is main memory access time, and 9 hits means 9 into 100 nanoseconds, which sums up to be 1900 nanoseconds for 10 references, which is 190 nanoseconds, which is closer to the cache memory, that is 100 nanoseconds. Now coming to mapping process. Mapping process is the transformation of the data from main memory data to cache. Mapping process. The transformation of the data from main memory to the cache is known as mapping process. In mapping process, the data from the main memory is just copied to the cache, but it is not moved. Locality of reference property. It is a phenomenon in which the computer program tend to access the same set of memory locations for a particular period of time. That means the instruction is executing has more vicinity towards the previous instruction for some period of time. So now there are 3 types of mapping processes. Mapping process is the transformation of the data from main memory data to cache. There are three types: associative mapping, set associative mapping, direct mapping. Here the important thing is we don't want to waste the time when searching for the word in the cache. Now let's take first type, that is associative mapping. It is address data pair stored in the cache. There is address as well as the content of the memory word. A CPU address of 15-bit which is placed in the argument register and the associative memory is searched for the matching address. If the address is found, the corresponding 12-bit data is read and sent to the CPU. See, the CPU address of 15-bit is placed in the argument register and associative memory is searched for the matching address. If it is found, if this address matches with that of the argument register, then the corresponding 12-bit data is transferred to the CPU. If no match occurs, then the main memory is accessed for the word. The address data pair is then addressed to the associative cache memory. Now if not found, then it will take it from the main memory and then this is transferred to the associative cache. Now when the cache is completely filled, if there is no place for another data and address pair, so we displace one of the data and the address by using the replacement algorithm, that is FIFO replacement policy, that is first in first out. The drawback of the associative memory is, here associative mapping is, the associative memories are expensive when compared to random access memory.